Hey guys, I'm heading to work up here today. Kind of been running around this morning and been at Lowe's, been at the bank, had to drop the kids off school, so it's kind of put me just a little bit behind. So something I don't know. I guess something just clicked in me last night. Something just changed. So I've been trying to get my real estate license. I've been taking the online course now for, I don't know, maybe three months. Originally I thought I could probably do it in a couple weeks, and started off real strong on it and stayed dedicated to it. First few weeks I really did. And if you don't know, it's like I think it's 95, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 95 hours or something like that. It's a 95-hour course, or not, maybe it's a 90-hour course. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's in that area. It's 90 some hours. And so I was knocking out probably 1% of it every day, for a minute, and then I just kind of stopped doing it because I was so overworked. And I mean, I run like nonstop, and I'm sure most of you all do. If you're business owners, or you're trying to get a business off the ground, or whatever your story is, and maybe if you work for somebody else, we all have busy lives. So I usually run all night and all day. I mean, I usually don't get home till late, and if I do get home early, I have a million other things I've got to do. And no matter what, it seems like I never sit down and relax or rest, and that's fine, because right now I don't want to rest. Right now is when I want to get it and get my life right, and I'll rest later. There'll be a day when I get the rest and I can actually sit back and enjoy it. But last night, I don't know, something that I listen to Grant a lot, and Grant Cardone, if y'all don't know who he is, look him up. And he's not, I'm not going to sit here and say, guys, everything he says is perfect or he's always right, because none of us are. But the dude makes a lot of sense if you listen to him. And so, and especially after he did the Undercover Billionaire show, like, I think it's humbled him a lot, and I think it's gave him a new perspective, and it's really helped him. But something that Grant says, or I've heard Grant say in the past, was everybody's out here trying to get rich quick when you need to be trying to get rich for sure. Or, instead of out here trying to make it overnight, everybody's looking for the, how do they get rich quick scheme, instead of trying to get rich for sure and the long-term game, and I think that we're all guilty of that. We want things quick and easy and fast, and we want it now. And I'm guilty of it myself, which is one reason why I think I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm still, I do construction for a living, and there's other things that I want to venture into, but I always come back and get stuck up on doing what I'm doing right now, and it's not easy money by no means. But whenever you start a job and you get 50% up front, and the job pays $50,000 or whatever, $100,000, and you get 50% of that money up front, it can sure feel like an easy and quick. But in the long run, it bites you in the butt if you're not careful. You got to be very smart and strategic and disciplined with your money, or it'll come back and bite you. So just going back to the real estate thing, I kind of just had put it off because of how busy I've been, and I've not made it a priority. And last night I decided that I'm going to finish it. I might be done with it this week, and I'm going to get my real estate license. And I did almost as much yesterday, percentage-wise, as I've done the entire time that I've been in the class. So my goal is by the end of this week I'll be finished with it. If it doesn't happen, I'll be really close. So that's my goal right now. I'm going to finish that class by the end of this week, and I need to start finding out what I need to do as soon as I get done with it, so I can go ahead and get my real estate license. I may end up going in the morning and talking to a local brokerage and just talk to them, see if they're looking for new agents, or and just going from there, because I'm ready to get it going. I think it's something that I'm going to enjoy, and I think it's going to provide some extra income, another stream of income, and it'll allow me to keep doing what I'm doing as well. So I think that's going to be great. But it all really comes down to mindset, guys. It's all about your mindset. It's how you think. And we've been growing, all of us. I don't want to say all of us, because there's an old saying, and I'm sure you've all heard it: the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Well, there's a reason for that, and it's actually a very simple reason, and it comes back to a few different things, really. For one, you are who you run with. I mean, that's another saying, and that's true. It's very true. So if you're around people all day long that are business owners or entrepreneurs, and they're just sitting here and they're thinking about how can I do this or how can I do that, and it's not all about money. Like, people get so caught up on, there's two different sides of the fence. There's the people that, you're just greedy, or all you care about is money, and then there's the other side that they think that money is everything. So what it comes down to is freedom, guys. If you've got money, you've got freedom, you've got health, you're going to have better access to things in life, you're going to provide a better life for your family, and you can help people. That's my big thing, is I want to help people. So that's what the money means to me. What can I do for others? Because I don't really care about the materialistic stuff. I truly don't, which I'm thankful for. I'm glad I don't, naturally sit and want all these things that, there's things that I wouldn't mind to have that would benefit me for certain reasons, but I don't want them just so I can be showy, or like, I don't want a new truck so I can drive around and everybody look at me and be like, oh, he's got a nice truck. No, I'd like to have a bigger truck so I can pull more stuff behind it. So stuff like that. And I'm very thankful that I'm not materialistic, because I know that the way that we feel and the things that we do desire like that, like, we have control over them to a certain extent, but you can't really control the things that you want and desire in life. You can change, you can work on changing certain things about yourself, and over time you can develop different desires, I think, and mindset. But if you're a certain way, you're not going to just be able to change like overnight. So that's why it's really important to be around people. You think about it like this: if you was around somebody all the time and they ate healthy, like all the time, they wouldn't drink pop, they drank water, they ate good, they ate grilled chicken and broccoli every day or whatever, and which is what I've been trying to eat. But they had a very strict diet, and anytime that they seen you doing something other than what they approved of, they let you know why it was horrible for you. Let you know that, hey, that's causing inflammation. Hey, that's going to cause you to have this problem one day. You're going to be a diabetic, or like all these different things, or that causes cancer. And if you had somebody constantly pounding you with that stuff, that knowledge, letting you know what you're doing wrong, you're going to start, whether you realize it or not, you're going to slowly, if they're very headstrong and set on what they're doing, and you're around them, you're going to slowly start to evolve to be like them, regardless, no matter what. I don't care who you are. And I'm not saying you're going to change your diet completely, but there will be things that you do different because of that person. Guarantee you'll live a healthier life and eat healthier just from being around that person. Guarantee it. Okay? So, it's the same thing with money, guys. If you're around people that are broke, if you're around people that don't know anything about money, if you're around people that don't have any goals or dreams, guess what? You're not gonna be, you know, out here trying to get it. You're gonna be doing whatever they're doing. You're gonna be sitting at home watching TV, you know, eating Twinkies or whatever. I'm not saying that's what people do. It actually sounds pretty fun. But you're going to be doing what they do. You know, whenever I used to get high, I used to do drugs a long time ago. You know, I would be where the people did drugs was at, and I would be doing what they're doing, you know, and so many times I ended up doing stuff that I would have never done if I wouldn't have been around those people ever. And I think about it now, like all the crazy stuff, you know. I think about the first time I tried certain drugs that I would have never in a million years when I was a kid thought. I was so against drugs, and I never thought I would do drugs. I'd seen what it done to my certain family members of mine, and how it just, you know, I mean, it destroys homes and the negative side effects of it. And I was so against it, and ended up being in a relationship. Make long story short, the girl at that time, she started doing certain drugs, and it took a few months. I mean, of course, I, you know, was completely against it and battled with her over it. And after 3 or 4 months, I just finally gave in and started doing them too. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's either they give in to you or you give in to them. And at that point in my life, I was in such a bad place mentally that I just quit caring. And I gave in to them, and I started doing what they was doing. And then before I knew it, I was doing more things, and I was doing worse things. And then more people came around, and then I started doing more worse things. And that's how it goes, guys. You are who you run with. Okay? I don't care. Listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. You might not realize it. You might be in denial. And that's just part of life. I think we're all in denial about certain things. But you're gonna adapt to be like the people that you're around. And that sometimes can be such a hard thing to change. Because let's say you're, you know, let's just give you an example, okay? Let's say you are out of shape, you know, okay, and you want to get in shape. So, and the people that you're around, they're just sitting around all day long. They're just eating whatever. They're not exercising. Maybe they work or whatever, but they just go to work. They come home. They eat like crap. They don't put any time into their physical body. Okay, and that's everybody you know for some reason. Everybody you know is like that. So how do you go from that to finding friends that are on the other end of the spectrum? So what you got to do is figure out, okay, where are those people at? And then well, we know that there's going to be people like that at the gym. For one, we know we can hire somebody that could help you. Okay, that's another one. And I'm sure if you started maybe looking through some of your old high school friends on Facebook, there's going to be a couple of them that's in good shape, that exercises, you know. So I would start there, you know, look for the people like that. And first thing, get a membership at the gym. Start making a daily routine, you know, maybe go 3 times a week, 4 times a week. And, you know, and start talking to people while you're there, you know, just being friendly. And you'll eventually make friends with somebody, you know, or reach out to one of your old high school friends and, you know, go from there. Hire you a trainer. You'll become friends with the trainer. If you don't, get another trainer. You know, you need to be around people, even if you had to pay for it, you need to be around the people that's going to help you. Okay? So it's the same exact thing with money. You're born, used to say you're born to a poverty home. You know, whatever situation it is. You could be homeless, you could be jobless, you could be without a car. I mean, like, there's so many things. And I've been there, guys. I've been in all of those situations at one point. And sorry if I'm moving the phone all over. I'm trying to drive right now and talk and hold this phone. So, but your money situation just like your physical situation. So you got to figure out, okay, who do I know that's got money? Okay, where's people at that have money, you know, or whatever. So, and you just go from there. So if there's, maybe there's somewhere in town that people go, you know, like in the town, my hometown, which it's not a thing anymore, but at one time there was a golf course where all the wealthy people, you know, lived and golfed and things like that. And you know, a game of golf to go play, it's not that much money. So you save up a little bit of money, you know, go golfing by yourself. There's going to be somebody that invites you to play with them, or you're going to be talking to somebody, or, you know, you just got to open up to people and just talk to them, you know. And next thing you know, they'll invite you over to play with them. There you go, you're in with somebody. And if they're there playing, more than likely, you know, they've got something going on in life. There's all kinds of groups on Facebook, networking groups. You know, luckily I've got friends that I went to high school with that I still talk to now that are really into, you know, business and things like that, and I can reach out to them and talk to them. And so I think one of the best things that's out there right now that's free is to find a mentor, you know, on YouTube or Facebook, preferably YouTube, so you can watch videos of them, but you can on Facebook as well, but YouTube just works better for me. And, you know, like a guy like Grant Cardone. I don't know Grant Cardone. I've never met, well, I've seen him in person a few times because I went to the 10X Growth Conference, but I don't know Grant. I've never shook Grant's hand. I've never talked to Grant one-on-one, but I've listened to Grant day in, day out, and I've adapted things that he thinks and says and that he does. And that's important because he's wealthy, you know. And if I want to be wealthy, I've got to find somebody that's already done it, and I got to do what they do, you know. And that's the most important thing, is whatever that you're trying to achieve, you need to find somebody that's done it once, you know, before, and you just follow what they're doing. You follow what they did. So, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna quit rambling for now, but I'll talk to you later. Bye.